Hello everybody, this is Fred Burke with TotalFinancialLiberty.com. I wanted to go over a few things that we're going to be teaching you on the Total Financial Liberty website. We're going to teach you the little known secrets to getting rich in real estate. These are the insider secrets that you can easily apply to explode your investing career. Let's take wholesaling for instance. We're going to teach you exactly what you need to do to get started in this business quickly. We're going to provide you with basically a roadmap for you to follow to be successful in your new business. We're going to teach you how to get started immediately and how to put quick cash in your pocket in as little as 30 days. That's pretty powerful. You do not have to use your own credit. You're not going to need it. It just will not be needed. So I don't care if you have bad credit. I don't care if you have horrible credit. I don't care if you have no credit. I don't care if you have no job. You can still wholesale houses. It does not matter. You're not going to have to use any of your own cash. You're not going to need it. The most that you're going to need is $10 to submit with any contract. So, $10 is not that big of an investment. That's what I call a risk-free investment. So there will be no risk involved besides your $10. Your job will be, and this is very, very simple here, your job will be to find motivated sellers with distressed properties, negotiate with the seller for the lowest possible price, put the property under contract, find an investor, rehabber, or end buyer or a landlord that will pay you more, assign your contract to them, take a non-refundable deposit. This is very important. Always take a non-refundable deposit of a minimum of $1,000. This is going to accomplish two things. One, if somebody backs out, $1,000 is yours. You get to keep that. Two, this happened to me on a subject to deal. Somebody went and put up a $1,000 non-refundable deposit. Then they called me 2 days later and wanted the key so they could let the gas man in. And I said I would give them the key, and they wrote me another check for $1,475. I gave them the key. They started moving in early, and the check bounced. So I found out on Friday. Today's Monday. I found that on Friday the check bounced. So I went over there, and basically, you don't pay, you don't stay. So they moved out that night by 12 o'clock, and their check bounced. So there's nothing I can do about that. But I made $1,000, and the house is back on the market. So I'm sure I'll have it moved fairly quickly. So always take $1,000, a minimum non-refundable deposit. The other thing that it will do is it will weed out the other wholesalers that are trying to get involved in your deal. If you have a great deal and you advertise it on Craigslist or Hot Bargain Properties or wherever else you advertise, or newspaper or bandit signs, you're going to have a lot of calls from investors that claim that they're investors. If they're true investors and they're interested in your deal, they'll have no problem writing you a check for $1,000 or $2,000. Contingent upon their inspections or whatever it is that you want to negotiate with them in the contract, but they should have no problem writing you a check. If they have a problem writing you a check and tell you they don't do business that way, then they're just a wholesaler or just a newbie, and they don't have the money to buy the house, so stay away from them. Don't take a contract from somebody that won't at least give you $1,000 non-refundable deposit. And that's it. Go to close, get your check, and do it again. Wash, rinse, repeat. Fairly simple. Not a whole lot involved. We're going to teach you how to build your investing team. Very, very important. How to find distressed properties. How to find motivated sellers. Better yet, how to have motivated sellers finding you. Very, very important. How to find buyers for your deals. You all have to have buyers for these deals. If you're going to go out and you're going to find deals, you darn sure better have a buyer's list, because what's the point of having a house if you can't find buyers? I know everybody preaches that if you have a good deal, the buyers will come. Well, you know what? That may happen, that may not happen. It's best to have a good, solid list of true investors and buyers, whether they're using hard money or they're using cash. Build your buyer's list as quickly as possible. It's almost just as important, as equally as important as it is finding a house. So by all means, build your buyer's list, and we're going to teach you the best ways and the simplest ways, and most importantly, the free ways to go ahead and the easiest ways to build your buyer's list. So it's very, very important. We're also going to give you formulas that will teach you what to offer for the property. You can't go into a property blind and not know what to offer. So we're going to give you a MAO, a maximum allowable offer, that you're going to follow and you're going to use as your baseline to present your offers. For example, if a house is worth $110,000, it needs $10,000 in repairs. That brings it down to $100,000. Our MAO is 65 to 70 cents on the dollar, whatever you're comfortable with, or whatever your investor is willing to pay. So that could be, the offer should be $65,000 to $70,000. That should be your first offer, or possibly your last offer. You may want to start at 56 and work up from there. That's totally up to you and something you're going to have to get comfortable with. Now, if you have an investor that's looking to move some 1031 exchange money, or he's just looking for houses to hold as a landlord for a buy and hold long term, then he may be willing to pay more money. So by all means, go ahead and adjust the formula as you feel you need to. And we're also going to teach you how to determine the after repair value of a home. Very, very important. You have to know what the home is going to be worth after it's repaired. What's it going to be able to sell for on the market? If you don't know that, you're not going to be able to correctly, first of all, place an offer on the house, and second of all, project the profit that you're going to make, your profit, and also your rehabber or investor or landlord's profit. We're going to teach you how to put the property under contract. We're also going to teach you how to assign your contract to other investors and rehabbers. And we're going to teach you what forms to use to do this. This really is very, very simple. We're also going to teach you about a little bit of research you must do. We're going to teach you and talk about exit strategies. Exit strategies are very important. You need to know what you're going to do with the house before you enter into the house. So how are you going to get out of the house? How are you going to get paid? Are you going to rehab the house and flip it and sell it retail? Are you going to flip it and wholesale flip it and sell it to another rehab investor, landlord, or an end buyer? Or are you going to hang on to it for your portfolio, maybe take it subject to and do a lease option or a first right of refusal or a straight owner finance? So you have to be very clear on what your exit strategy is. And we're going to teach you all about that at TotalFinancialLiberty.com. We're also going to provide you with some information gathering forms. So when a buyer calls, you have a form that you can pull out and you can ask all the appropriate and important questions, and you can keep track of all those questions on your form. Then take it and file it away under your buyer's list. I started a binder and I put it inside my binder marked buyers or investors, and that's where I keep my different investors that call. If you have a homeowner that calls and says he has $5,000 to $10,000 down, I'm going to keep him in my buyer's list, and I'm going to go find him a house that I could pick up sub 2, maybe off a pre-foreclosure list or through my marketing campaigns. If they have $10,000 to put down, you can bet I'm going to find them a house. So I'm going to ask them their buying criteria, and I'm going to get busy finding them a house. So you want to be able to keep track of all this information. Also, seller information. When sellers call, you want to keep track of the sellers that are calling you. Even though they may not be interested in taking your creative offer or your low discounted offer today, a month or two from now, that house is still for sale, is still being advertised, or I have a slow day, I'll go and I'll open that folder and I'll call them back. This is Fred Burke with FMT Properties and Total Financial Liberty. Have you sold your property? Well, as a matter of fact, no, I haven't. It's still on the market. I'm thinking about listing with a real estate agent. Well, let's talk about it a little bit further. I have made you an offer down the road once before. Let's see where we stand now and, start negotiating. Follow up is very important in this business. So keeping track of this information so you can follow up is very important. And we're also going to give you the opportunity to partner with us on deals. So if you find some real good wholesale deals, you find some good short sale deals, and you need help facilitating these deals, or you just don't have the means to get the cash or the credit or the line of credit that you may need to put up to prove to the bank that you can go ahead and purchase this house via a short sale, even though we're going to flip it or double close it, we may be willing to partner with you on those type deals.